Thirdly, dive deeper. This is gonna... Hey dudes, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Today we've got a requested video, and that video is how to tell your friends about Jesus / how to tell your friends that you are a Christian. Today we're going to be using a model from Not Youth for Christ, but I have actually added in my own little step in there, so let's dive in. Number one, demonstrate. Show that you are a Christian. Show your faith, show your beliefs through your behaviour. Now, you don't want it to be the case that you've known someone for a little while and then they find out officially that you are a Christian and they're surprised because your actions don't really match up to the values of a Christian. So don't be a gossip. Use words that are helpful, that build other people up, that are encouraging and positive. Have a good outlook on life. Help people who are struggling. Look at the behaviours of Jesus through the Bible and copy that, apply that into your own behaviour. Secondly, declare. This is when you tell people with your words, I'm a Christian. And it could be as simple as that. Hey guys, I'm a Christian. But if you want to maybe introduce this a little bit less awkwardly, less directly, maybe your RE class is a great opportunity to mention, well, I think this because I'm a Christian. Or on your social media, on your Instagram bio, maybe put a little emoji of a cross or your favourite Bible verse. Or to make things even easier, the simplest way is that when someone says, hey, how was your weekend? Oh yeah, Saturday I went shopping, Sunday I went to church in the morning, then headed out to the skate park. There's a really easy, natural way to do it. It's really good to first start with demonstrating and showing your beliefs, but at some point we've got to make it clear to people that you're not doing that just because generally you want to be a nice person. You're doing it with a purpose, and that purpose is because of Jesus. And if we're going through this model because we want people to ask us about Jesus, we want to share our faith with them, they need to know what our faith is. Otherwise, how will they ever know that you're a person who's available to ask?
How would they know?
Alternatively, ask your friends what they believe. It doesn't all have to be about you telling other people what you think, but also listen to them. The way that Jesus interacted with people in the Bible is by building relationships and getting to know them. So ask your friends what they believe and use that as a building block for a conversation where you can chip in what you think and maybe find the similarities and differences and just start a discussion. Thirdly, dive in deeper. This is where I'm going to start to open up a little bit more about our beliefs with people. So this is going to become a bit more of an everyday easy conversation. So now perhaps when someone asks you what you did at the weekend, instead of just saying I went to church, maybe say something like, yeah, I went to church and the theme of the service was wisdom, which is really helpful actually because it meant that I'm now feeling a bit better about making a decision with this situation I've got going on. You're not being weird about it, you're not being pushy, but now this person you're talking to has got a bit of an idea that, oh, I didn't know church services were themed, or wisdom, that sounds cool, that could be relevant to me. And also you're showing that church isn't just a thing that exists on a Sunday morning. It also gives you practical life lessons that you can then apply into what you're going through. You're also showing that church is a positive thing and that you enjoy going. It's not some stereotypically boring place to be. When I used to go to church and I'd hear a particular Bible verse that made me think of a friend, I would then message them later and say, hey, I was at church and I heard this Bible verse, made me think of you. And sometimes it was just as simple as cast all your anxieties on him for he cares for you. And then often they just reply with, oh, thanks, that's really nice. And it doesn't have to be some big grand thing. You're just starting to build those blocks in and share with other people in a positive way. This is also an opportunity not just for you to be passively telling people what you believe, but also inviting them into it. Maybe your friends have never been into a church building. Maybe they've never been invited. So you could invite them to church. Maybe you've got a young people's group on a Sunday morning. Or maybe if your friend's not quite there yet, maybe you've got like a Friday night youth club. And this is also a great step for preparation because we're going through this because we want people to ask us about our faith so we can tell them. But what if they actually do ask? Do you know what you're going to say? There are a lot of people out there who don't know some things that to Christians might be obvious, like Jesus rose from the dead. Some people don't know that. Are you going to be able to factor that into your answer in a quick, simple way for people to understand? Also, if you've been Christian for a while, there might be certain Christian language that you think is really obvious and you know what it means, like baptism. They might not really get what that is. They might only know it in a very simple way. So do you know how to tell someone what Christians believe using words that people will get? Here's a video you can watch for some ideas on that. Number 4, decision. This is the point where, hooray, your friend has decided they want to become a Christian. Do you know what to do with them? Do they know what to do? Does anyone know what the drill is? Be prepared to share your own story about how you became a Christian and what that meant. Maybe link this friend up with a church youth leader and ask them to help navigate them through this time. And again, we've got a video on this to help. Because this is not the end of the road, this is the beginning. So we don't want this person to now just become a Christian and then we just leave them to it. Just let them wander around like, what's next? Make sure your friend has got something in their life that can feed into them spiritually regularly. Maybe that's you two doing a Bible study together. Maybe that's making sure they are at a church. Even if it's not yours, get them involved in a church. So make sure this person is not alone. And again, earlier we mentioned baptism. That is the next step for any new Christian. So start to talk to them about that. And hey, if you've not been baptized yet, do it together. So there are 5 simple, easy steps to help you guys share your faith with your friends. Now, before I sign off from this video, I just want to say to any of you guys who are actually taking these steps with your friends to share your faith with them, well done you, absolutely good on you. Sometimes it's scary, sometimes it's a bit intimidating, not everyone is going to hop on board, but you're doing the right thing by giving people this opportunity, and it can literally change their lives. So keep praying for your friends behind the scenes, pray for yourself as well, that you can have courage, and just know that God is totally with you. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in another one very soon. Bye!